Hi Flosstube, I'm Kayla, the Hufflepuff Stitcher, and welcome to my channel. We're joined today by Luna over here, and Zelda is right here. It is a very rainy day today, so the lamp that's normally right here is currently being used to attempt to get some decent lighting, but we'll see how that goes. So, jumping right in with the whips. So, this week in the School of Magical Stitches and Literature, since our Quidditch matches had been canceled, we were given regular homework. And the homework for this week was very easy, very relaxed, because the group is in a bit of a state of flux. It sounds like there was indeed drama going on that I had totally missed because real life stuff and I wasn't following along with what's going on. And it sounds like our professors ended up having a fallout between them. And so one of our professors left the group and has started a different group, which I have also joined. But I'm going to start with just the School of Magical Stitches, and then I'll get into the other group in a second. So with this group being in a bit of a state of flux, kind of waiting for the dust to settle, we were just given a very easy assignment of 100 stitches on whatever project you want. And then if you would like to, you were able to also post 3 comments with what your thoughts were with everything going on. So what I chose to work on for that was my Pumpkinville Sal, because I did not have time to work on it for the final Quidditch match that we actually had. So here's where it was last time. And this is how far I got. I got my little 100 stitches in. So really barely anything. But it is a start. I got a start on the May block. This block is going to be like a little gardening store. So it'll be really pretty. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to get into this a little bit throughout the month. That way I'm not completely behind, but I am doing a Monogamania. So the only thing that I'm allowed to do outside of my little Monogamania by my own rules is whatever the homework calls for. And the homework called for 100 stitches on whatever. So I chose to put it in on my Sal. The next thing that I worked on, so I had finished that, which meant working on my hedgehogs. So my hedgehogs is the Riolis hedgehogs. I will insert a picture here of where I was last time. And this is how far I got on them. So I was able to finish an extra credit assignment for the month in the School of Magical Stitches and Literature, which was to do 500 stitches on something with eyes. And both of these guys have eyes. And the way this one was worded, the thing with the eyes had to be somewhere on the project. So I added 500 stitches for that. And then I also finished a year-long extra credit challenge, which is 1,000 stitches. So for this one, I did that there are 7 registered animagi in the 20th century, which is a wizard who can turn into an animal. So I said that they're going to be my little magical wizard hedgehogs. So another year-long extra credit finished. Now, I was also able to work on this for the new group that was created, which is centered around Lord of the Rings. So if I'm not mistaken, this group was called the Stitchy Quest to Find the One Ring, something like that. I'll post it below. So if you're interested, definitely go check it out. It's essentially magical stitches, but a Lord of the Ring focus instead. And I had never read Lord of the Rings, so I figured this is a perfect opportunity to finally do that. I consider myself a nerd, but I figure I can't be a full nerd if I've never read the books. So In the Stitchy Quest group, it is not as much with counting your stitches as it is with counting your time stitching. So I did do some overlap between the two groups. So while I was working on the extra credit for magical stitches, I was also counting that time to work into the other group as well. So I was able to do 2 hours on something that made you think of a garden. And to me, it looks like they're in definitely some type of foliage. They look kind of weedy, but that's how my gardens are. I do not have a green thumb. We kind of let them do what they do. And then we are also working in that group on doing 1,937 stitches because The Hobbit, which is the first book we're starting with, was published in the year 1937. So far I have got a total of 720 minutes toward this. Something else that this group is doing as well, which is a great motivator now that it's getting warmer out, is we are walking to Mordor. So somebody had actually calculated out how long of a walk that is, how many miles, etc. And our goal is to walk it. And all of these challenges in the group, they don't have a set end date. It's just you do it until you're done with it. So far this past week, I've been able to walk almost 10 miles, which, yay for getting fit. I got the Fitbit back out to track the steps, and the weather's been decent this past week up until about today. So I've been able to get out and actually walk. And those two absolutely loved it. They were okay because that is their favorite thing to do, which is why I kind of have to be careful with how I say that word because otherwise they'll start going crazy. So, looking ahead to my plans, in the School of Magical Stitches and Literature, our homework for this week is to work on, oh goodness. So we had to post a WIP list, which is just a list of all of our projects. And there were different options given based on how many projects you had on your list. So the option that fits for my list is I have to work on my first project and my 7th project because you have to be 17 years old in order to enter the Triwizard Tournament. So my first one on there happens to be my Hedgehogs. So I need to add 350 more stitches to my Hedgehogs. And then my project number 7 on the list was my ABCs of Faith by Lizzie Kate, which I forgot to grab out, so I'll insert a picture here of that project. And I will need to add 350 more stitches to that one. And that's really all I've got for my plans. Of course, once I finish the homework, any extra stitchy time is dedicated to my Hedgehogs for my Monogamania. This week, I also did get some haul in the mail. Tax refund season and all that. I got to go spend a little bit of money. I didn't spend a whole lot because got to be responsible, student loans and real important things. But I did get to spend a little bit on my cross stitch. So I'm working on kitting these up fully, but I did get Pretty Little Hawaii by Satsuma Street. And this one has been on my wish list for a very long time because my husband and I went to Hawaii for our honeymoon. So I absolutely love this. I'm so excited to finally get this in my hand. I think this week I'm going to work on dyeing some of my fabric to fit this, and then I'm planning on making a run to, I believe it was Joann's tomorrow, Tuesday. I film on Mondays, so I guess today if you're watching this when it's first released, to pick up the DMC colors that I'm missing for this. And this week at Joann's, there is a 40% off your entire purchase coupon, so perfect time to stock up. The other project that I purchased this week was part of the Snowbells series by Mill Hill. This one is Frank. So I had just finished that other snowman, and I do not intend to start him anytime soon, but I do like having a project with perforated paper going just because it's very easy for traveling. So I know we've got a graduation party coming up next month. Something like this would be very simple to bring along while traveling. No Q-snap, no hoop. It's nice and flat, it all fits. So I got Frank. Oh, what else do I got? This is why I keep a list. I'm going to actually insert a video here. My sister and my niece came down this past weekend to visit for a few hours because we had the neighborhood garage sales going on. So we went garage sailing, and then we decided to let her show off some of the bags that she has made. She is working on making some project bags to sell in order to raise some money before her new baby comes. She is due in August. But I will insert that clip if I can figure out how to insert a video here. Hi Flosstube, I'm Kayla, the Hufflepuff Stitcher, and I'm joined today by my niece Sophia, who's playing Fetch with Zelda right now.
Drop it.
And
I'm Sarah, the lemur seamer.
And that would be Zelda's face hitting the table.
Yay!
Sarah is here to show off some of the project bags that she made this week. So, what do you got for us?
Well, tennis ball.
A tennis ball.
Well, first one Kayla has already shown. Pink background with a calming yoga print on the back. White zipper. The second one is orange background with red hearts. She just handed it to her.
Well,
And then this one's
reaching around your giant stomach.
yeah, kind of happens. This one's a little more quilted. You can see it says love, crossed it, black zipper on that one. This one's also quilted, galaxy print with some blue and green tie-dye, bright yellow zipper, and little kind of rainbowy-ish back.
These will all be on my Instagram later this week, so be sure to check it out at the Hufflepuff Stitcher, same as always. So back to your regularly scheduled Flosstube.
Yay!
Bye! And isn't Sophia absolutely adorable? I love that little girl. I will be posting those bags on my Instagram later this week, so be sure to check it out. The Hufflepuff Stitcher, and it's just the first Me Please to comment gets the bag. And on to our giveaway. So last week I was giving away both of these double flippets. These are from the Living with Charm series. So we have Encourage and Laugh, and then we have Dream and Love. And I will insert my picture here. Congratulations to Emma Cross-Stitch. You have won both of these charts. So get a hold of me. Either shoot me a message on Instagram or email me at the email that is listed below, and I will get these out in the mail to you. And if you guys have not checked out her channel, definitely go check out her channel. Again, she is Emma Cross-Stitch. She actually is doing a kind of version of Monogamania as well, but she's doing two different projects. So she's got one project that she's got going during the week, and then she has another one that she's doing on the weekend, which is a brilliant idea. Absolutely love it. So congratulations, you have won these. And for my giveaway this week, as I said, we are going to a graduation party, and it is that time of year. So if you are interested in this chart, this is Lizzie Kate's Bless the Graduates. This is a super quick stitch for anyone you know who may be graduating, whether it's this year or someone you know graduating soon. like within the next few years or so. Definitely worth getting. This is one that I had found at the local thrift store. So there is no button with it. However, there are also no markings. It is in very good condition. So if you are interested in winning this chart, I want to hear what you did after you graduated high school. If you graduated. So if you graduated, now did you go take a year off to travel, go straight to work? Did you do college, start a family? If you have not graduated, what would you like to do? To enter this giveaway, please be over 18. That way it's okay for me to get your address or have a parent's permission if you're too young. Also, please do not use the word giveaway in your answer anywhere, because we want someone who actually cross stitches to win this and not just somebody who is searching for the word giveaway. And I believe that is all that I have for you. So until I see you next time, guys, keep it magical. Bye.